When a vessel begins to crack, the immediate human reaction is to assess the damage. We locate the fissures, measure the flaws, and we categorize the object as ruined. That same diagnostic lens is often turned inward. When the pressures of life cause us to splinter, the internal sensation is one of total structural failure. The mind concludes that we are shattered, compromised, and past the point of usefulness. But there is a profound disconnect between human perception and divine reality. Where a passerby observes a broken vessel, God sees a masterpiece in progress. You are not discarded because of your brokenness. Accepting this premise is incredibly difficult when you are in the middle of the breaking. The pain of fracturing commands your full attention, making it hard to believe any restorative work is actually taking place. We live in a culture that instinctively throws away anything with a flaw. Because we are so conditioned to abandon damaged things, we become completely blind to the deliberate, calculated process of divine reconstruction. The initial breaking prepares the clay for the potter's wheel. To reshape a rigid form, the master's hands must apply continuous, deliberate friction. The clay is pressed, stretched, and folded. The old structures have to be broken down before new ones can be built. This chart maps heat intensity against material integrity. Extreme temperatures that incinerate other materials do the exact opposite here. Watch the internal architecture as temperature reaches its peak. The structural bonds lock together permanently, stabilizing under the intense heat. This sustained thermal pressure is entirely intentional. It is a strictly controlled environment, governed entirely by the Creator, calibrated to exact specifications. The fire provides the structural hardening necessary for holy transformation. Once the vessel emerges from the kiln, the fractures have not disappeared. The original fault lines remain on the surface, but their function has changed. In spiritual kintsugi, the areas of past trauma are illuminated. Those glowing cracks are not structural compromises. They are no longer signs of weakness. Instead, they operate as deliberate architectural windows, precisely placed to let His light shine through the dark clay. This physical vulnerability mirrors the human spirit. Just as the vessel allows light through its gaps, the points where we have been most fragile, moments of failure or deep grief, become the specific channels where grace is most visible to others. The crushing weight of the wheel represents those specific, overwhelming moments that you were certain would destroy you. Looking at the finished vessel reveals the truth of the process. Devastating loss functions as the groundwork for divine reconstruction. God allows the breaking so He can rebuild you. The resulting vessel is deeper, is significantly stronger, and infinitely closer to His purpose than the unbroken original could have ever been. In the hands of the Master, nothing is wasted. Our deepest, most painful fractures provide the exact material required to fulfill our ultimate purpose. Understanding the careful logic of the Master's process requires a shift in how we respond to pain. It demands that we stop fighting the reshaping process. So do not be afraid of the process. Do not run from the pressure. Stay firmly in His hands. The ultimate posture of trust is yielding to the wheel, adopting the prayer, "Mold me again, Lord, not according to my will, but according to yours." The goal of this entire timeline was never to glue you back together exactly as you were. Your life is being molded into something far greater than you imagined. The same God who possessed the capability to form you from the dust knows exactly how to restore you with glory. You are not finished. You are being formed.